What's up, you guys? So I'm here to tell you about my Smino and Mick Jenkins experience this past weekend in Atlanta on October 11th. So first of all, I am a I guess new Mick Jenkins fan, I guess you could say that. I've been listening to his music pretty hard for since January basically. I really enjoy his songs. Like my favorite, I guess, from like the albums, like I really like Waves, and I really like what's the name of it? The Waters by Mick Jenkins. I like a lot of his songs, like Your Love, my favorite, like The Martyr. I like Healer. I like, what else? There's so many of them. I listen to this album a lot. It's because I feel like every time I listen to it, I hear a different part. With Dehydration, every time I listen to his songs, there's a different part that I'm more focused on, and I actually can relate to it, or like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, I didn't, like, it makes me think listening to his songs. A lot of songs I listen to, I don't think, because these days they're all basically having the same message. So you really don't have to focus on listening. So most of the time I just enjoy the beats of songs. With his songs, it's not that hype music, it's that mellow music in my opinion, and it's like has that neo feel to it, but it's like calming and it has a good message behind it. So yeah, that's why I'm a Mick Jenkins fan. And so yeah, and of course the healing component is out, but I'm still working on the healing component. I like the fact that he's talking. It reminds me of, at first I didn't like it, but then when I started listening to it more, I started listening to his words and I was like, okay, what he's saying is making sense. And it reminded me of Lauryn Hill. They talked a lot in the beginning of a lot of her songs, and I was kind of like this. And it's funny because they're kind of talking about relationships, and he's kind of talking about love in general, which is like basically a relationship that you have with anybody, even yourself. So yeah, I peeped that. But yeah, basically, I went there and got there maybe around 7:45ish, and the doors didn't open till 9. And when I got there, it was pretty easy for me to find a parking spot. It was actually in Little 5 Points, or La 5 is what I guess people call it who are from that area. Because I talked to my friend Don, and he was like, yeah, La 5, that's a nice area. I was like, oh, okay. And so I went, and the drive there wasn't bad at all. There were people already in line. Let me tell you, the line was at least to American Apparel. If you're familiar with the area, you know how far it was. So I got in line at that corner, and when I got in line, people were already like lining up behind me. As soon as I stepped in, I was like, oh dang, because I stopped to talk to this lady who was displaying her artwork, and it was really nice. She had one that was she had one piece I thought was pretty interesting, and I didn't want to buy anything and hold it in line because her pieces were pretty big, or like hold it while I was in there, and I didn't have time to go back to my car. I had nobody to hold my spot for me that I knew at the time, and so I just ended up giving her a donation of, I don't know how much. I had like a few, I had like a swap of money in my pocket. So I don't know how much it is, but here you go. I thought like her work was so interesting. I'm gonna show you guys a clip of what I saw, and I allowed her to give, she gave a shout out basically. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but here's the clip.
I do like it. Is that the chakras?
Mm-hmm. It's called
Tupacras. I like it.
Okay.
Do you want to give yourself a shout out? I vlog.
Is it recording now?
Yes.
Oh! I thought I had time. Well, I'm dope. Follow me at Dope the Third on social media. I'm a visual artist based in Atlanta. So check me out if you want to hand painted art from the heart. Art will save the world.
And then also I met this other guy in line. He was actually walking past me, and I was just standing there looking straight ahead, and I looked at him when he was walking past. People walking by, you gonna look at them, right? And I guess I'm staring at people. I've been told that I have a glare when I talk to people, or when I'm looking at someone, I kind of glare at them. I guess that eye contact make them think I need them to come to me for some reason. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's like a Maybe I was winking at him, didn't realize it. I don't know. But anyways, he came and talked to me, and he was actually pretty nice. He gave me his mixtape. I'm not sure what his name is, but I have the mixtape. It's in my car. I told him I would add him on YouTube, so I'm gonna add him. Shout out to you. Okay, so you're gonna introduce yourself, like tell them your name.
Hey there, thanks to Miss Simone. I'm joining you guys. Thanks for the love and support to everyone. My name is Jamal Afro. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I ran into Miss Simone. She's out here at the Mick Festival. I mean, what's his name?
Mick Jenkins.
Mick Jenkins. Mick Festival, I'm tripping. But the Mick Jenkins function, and she's looking lovely, as you guys can see. But I support what she has going on. Shout out to everybody checking out her blog. Peace and love to the family.
And then what's your blog? What's your YouTube channel?
YouTube channel, you can find me on youtube.com/Eli Dilgreat Jax Florida. That's ELIDAGREAT Jax Florida JAXFL. So yeah, appreciate the time I did.
Yeah. It was pretty fun meeting people, especially in line. I met Eric and his friend, I think it was Darius, and we hung out after. We went to go get some food. They were super nice to me. They were so nice. The fact that they were older than me didn't even matter, because I felt like we were the same age, because we vibed. And they kept saying that the whole time, like we were just vibing together, like we just had some good energy. And we talked about college experiences, talked about a lot of things. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some clips of Smino and Mick Jenkins, and yeah, check those out.
The Healing Component is an album I just dropped. The Healing Component is love. You feel me? I think when we look at a lot of the world's injustices and a lot of shit that's going on, and you look at how to like attack those problems, you know what I'm saying, and solve that shit, it seems like we can't. That shit seems daunting, and I think that we overlook the fact that, you know what I'm saying, every day we get to go out and affect people and influence people and interact with people, and we can do that better. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do that a whole lot better than we do. And we sleep on how strong that can be at changing people's hearts and people's minds.
Oh, and one thing that I really wish I would have done was stay longer after the show to talk to Mick Jenkins. I didn't even know he was gonna actually be out there and talk to us in the first place. I wasn't like, I didn't have no notebook ready, you know, with stuff written down that I wanted to interview him in. But and plus I needed to get back on the road because Valdosta is 3 hours and 22 minutes away from La 5. So I need to get back on the road because it was already like 1 in the morning, I think. And I got back pretty late, pretty early. But I feel like it was worth it because it was only $3 if we RSVP'd, and I think $10 if we didn't. And plus, they were giving out pizza and t-shirts, which I didn't get any because I guess I was too far back in the line. But that was what's up. And Mick Jenkins and Smino, y'all real. Y'all the real ones for coming out and talking to us and taking pictures with us. Like, I've never experienced having a celebrity, not celebrity, but someone who's performing actually stop and talk to their fans. Like, he was actually out there chilling, talking to us and taking pictures. And I wish I could have stayed, but I couldn't. Maybe next time when I'm able to go see Mick Jenkins and Smino. And I wasn't a Smino fan, but I am now because I listened to his music before I got there. I was like, okay. I was like, I can dance to Lemon Pound Goose, and I like that one. And what was the other one? I like Zoom by him, and I like Black Jupiter. I like those three the most. By Smino. If you don't know who he is, check him out. So yeah, that was my Mick Jenkins experience. I enjoyed it so much, and I do plan to go see him again, hopefully with more people, because I want to take people with me. Like, I wanted to take friends with me who are like trying to be in the music business, or who are just like fans of his type of genre. And because people couldn't make it, they couldn't come see him, they couldn't experience what I experienced, and I enjoyed every bit of it. So it sucks for them, but yay for me, yay Simone. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. I may try like doing more of these going out of town to see different performances if I'm able to. But you know, being a college student, you ain't got the funds all the time, so we're gonna have to see how that goes. Also, when I did have the opportunity to talk to Mick Jenkins, I was like, I drove 3 hours to see you, great job. And he was like, where'd you drive from? And I was like, Valdosta. And he said, I don't know where that's at. And I was like, yeah, I go to Valdosta State University. And then that was it. I felt like I was being rushed because everybody wanted to take a picture with him, so I didn't really talk too much. Which if I would have known he would be out there all night, I would have been like, okay, I'm gonna stay here for a good 10 minutes and talk to you about life. Mick Jenkins, tell me, what kind of advice would you give a senior, a college student in her last year who is struggling to get her motivation back? Like, put that in some of your songs, please help me. That's probably what I would have asked him. We had a whole conversation, because I know he went to college at one point. I saw that one of his interviews I watched on YouTube. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he would have some advice about that I could take. He looked extremely tired. He looked so worn out, and the performance he gave, I understand why. He looked like he was about to fall asleep standing up, but he stayed out there for us, for his fans, and I respect that. I respect that, Mick Jenkins. But yeah, see you guys later.
I'm gonna keep on just going, because I cut on with machete, a machete. I swear that God fall like confetti. Everybody talking about me, and the nightmares like Freddy. I book on my bezel, had me a shovel, because everybody talking about me, but I think they in trouble. I'm bringing the muscle. Hey, be cool with that pizza. I'm gonna eat the pizza one time, I'm catching amnesia. Everybody talking about me, said that I was just on Queen Latifah. I'm gonna get a 40 cal smoking like I'm Wiz Khalifa, and I'm gonna keep on going, never gonna stop. I'm on the block, like I'm hip hop, rock. I'm pulling with the rock. I eat a taco. Now it's hot. I gotta drink some motherfucking water. I went to the water and I started rapping like it's water. Everybody talking about me. I'm standing on the corner rapping and rapping. I think I'm gonna pass this guy as a rapper. Everybody talking about me, but I gotta just cash it. I'm a ghost. Yeah, so like I'm a Casper. Everybody talking about me, but you gotta just cash it. I be thinking for meaning, I'm feeling for meaning, and everybody talking about me, but I know they facetious. I'm calling on Jesus, really for the demons. I feel it in my heart. I'm gonna come to Atlanta. Now I'm bringing all the art. I freestyle off the top. Don't you feel the shit? I'm gonna come and roll loud, man. I've been a billion. I need a billion. Change it like a million. I'm gonna get the money, man. Fuck all of this billion. Yeah. And I be getting this money. I get $100,000, get my mama so comfy, and everybody good. In the backwoods, which was one backwoods, everybody talking, I'm misunderstood. Chase Mill, CHASEMILZ, man, you know it's me, G.O.D. my entity. I'm drawing up their jealousy. I'm looking in their eyes, man, I feel the energy. Man, you feel my energy, yeah, you see my misery. And everybody talking about me, but it into me. And I'm feeling the Holy Ghost in my soul, and everybody they talking, but I gotta stay strong.